Hi there, my name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel, and today I have for you a Kringle haul in this big box right here next to me. Kringle recently had a Memorial Day sale that was phenomenal. I'm hoping we see something equivalent or better with their semi-annual sale that is sure to be on the horizon. This one, I think I got a couple that were 50%. I think there was one that was 30%. Some good deals to be had. Some of these were repurchases. Other ones were new to me. So I'm going to open this up. I don't fully remember what I got, which is pretty standard issue for me. I know that a couple of these are ones that the hubs picked out. He had a couple of citrus ones he wanted to try. And then there's a big boy in here. My first 4 wicks that I snagged that's related to our tea episode on Tuesday. So I'm going to share with you, the scent notes in the cold and everything, but just know that candle, I loved it so much doing my research that I ordered it in large size. All right, no invoice this time around. I usually get something that says that Jamie packed this stuff, but I don't see anything. Just a heads up, my cat is literally behind the camera setup that I have here. He's watching the birds in the window, and he's a grunty boy. So if you hear grunting, it's PB. Forgive me, it can't be helped. You can't ask him to move. He'll just jump back up there. Okay. Thankfully, I ordered on the first day of the sale, and I was able to snag more of my baby's jelly donut. I love this fragrance. I picked up, there's 1, there's 2, and I think, yep, here's 3. I did pick up 3. I love it that much. It's delicious. It's donutty. I get a delicious berry in here. I'm guessing it's a combo of both the raspberry and blackberry, but honestly to me it reads more like a raspberry jam. It's doughy. Oh, it's so good. Now, I personally think this smells a lot like the Happy Hanukkah candle from 2024, but I just want to do a shout out to my friend Marie over at Meet Miss Marie. She did a warm review of this one and said it did not remind her of that. I think she said she was picking up on the citrus note in this. Yeah, it's raspberry, blackberry, pastry, fruit, citrus, butter, and vanilla. I don't get any of the citrus. And I asked the hubs, because sometimes I'm citrus blind, I can't smell it. I said, do you smell citrus in this? He can't either, so I don't know if I'm just missing it, but just know that we all experience fragrances differently. I'm sad that Marie doesn't have the same experience that I did with this one. I think she still ended up liking it. Marie, if you're watching, leave a comment below and let us know. But she was surprised by how much it smelled like citrus, I think, in the first half. So your experience may not be the same as mine. I personally love this. It reminds me so much of the Happy Hanukkah candle, and I feel bad that she didn't have the same experience as I do. I'm going to smell the third one just to see. Yeah, they all smell the same to me. These sold out really fast. I'm glad that I bought them the first day. I'm wishing I would have bought like 2 more because this was an excellent price on these reserve candles, and I absolutely adore that fragrance. Also, shout out to Melanie for telling me that I needed that candle over at Mr. Kong's mom. She's the one who recommended it. This one I put in the cart. I don't know if I'm going to like it. It's Australian Kiwi. It has scent notes of kiwi pulp, citron, lychee, apricot, melon, starfruit, nectarine, turbinado, sugar, and apple peel. I really just want kiwi, but that's a lot of scent notes. Yeah. It doesn't really smell like kiwi to me. What am I smelling? It's got to be the lychee and the starfruit. There's something really high-pitched in here that almost reads floral. So I'm picking up on the lychee, which to my nose can sometimes smell rose. It can smell kind of rose-esque. Yeah, this isn't a kiwi candle. It's a delicious fruit medley. I'll give them that, but this doesn't smell like kiwi to me. We'll see if it changes on warm. I like it. I'm happy to try it with some of my summer fruit candles that I have, but it doesn't smell like kiwi to me. The other reserve repurchase was Lemon Splash. If you all caught my, was that in my empties? Yeah, that was my empties video. I'll go ahead and link that in the description below. If you caught that, you know that I ended up really liking this one. The hubs loves it. It's just a very fresh lemon. It's literally like someone took a lemon and hit you in the face with it. You get the juiciness of the fruit. You get a little bit of a bitterness, like a pithiness from it. You get the zestiness from like the rind. And then there's a green note in here. It's lemon, citrus zest, sparkling aldehydes, citrus, green, and sugar. And that green note in here kind of reads like a Thai basil to me. So you get like this green element that's also kind of lemony and fresh at the same time. Although I will say that this one on cold does not have as strong of a green note as my empties did. I'm actually excited about that. That might mean this has less of that green note. Oh, did you find a packing peanut? PB is over here now and has discovered packing peanuts. You can't eat those, buddy. They're not good for you. I ruin all of his dreams, being a good cat mom. Anyhow, I recommend this one if you like fresh lemon fragrances. It's really pretty. It's pretty strong. Definitely going to buy more of those if they go on sale again. All right, let me see what's under here. This is very well packaged. Oh, yes. Yes. So there are 3 of these. This is the 3-wick of the Grandma's Lemonade. Of the new 3-wicks we tested, Hubs and I did a video. If you missed that, I'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description below as well. The Hubs and I tested, I think it was like 9 of their new 3-wicks. And this by far was our favorite. It's lemon juice, pineapple, and vanilla sugar. Although I will say I don't get the pineapple in this at all, which I'm thankful for. It is just a juicy lemon with sugary sweetness. It's so good. You do get a hint of the vanilla. It almost reads a little bit like a pound cake icing. It's not very strong though. It's very subtle. And then you just get this like sugar crystal sweetness with some really bright, juicy lemon. Yeah, and it burned really well. We didn't have any issues with the wicks or the wax pool, no sooting. So we bought 3 of these since I was going to be paying for shipping anyways. I said, let's toss it in the bag. By the way, I didn't show you, but all the reserve jars have the same wicks and the same wax. They're all thin curly. These ones are all white wax. The 3 wicks had colored wax. This one is appropriately yellow. Okay, so there's 3 of those. There's number 2. Here's number 3. Not going to unwrap those. I'm going to leave those wrapped and put them in my backstop cabinet downstairs. And then I picked up some wax melts. And I also snagged this big boy here. So why don't I open up the big boy first? I'm so excited to have my first 4-wick. It feels like a milestone as a candle collector, a real achievement. And the fact that I found a candle that I like enough that I actually want in a 4-wick version. Again, this is a part of my tea episode that's coming out on Tuesday, so I don't want to give you too much insight other than to tell you I stinking love this candle. Oh, look at how pretty this jar is, y'all. It's so beautiful. It's so fancy. It looks all shiny. And then you've got the 4 wicks, thin curly, white wax. Oh, this smells so good. This is so calming to me. If you like herbal tea, you will love this candle. It has scent notes of tea, and it does actually smell like tea. Lemon, jasmine, verbena, musk, and sage. I get tea for sure. Like, it just feels like a delicious herbal tea. That lemon is pretty strong. I don't feel like I get jasmine at all. I don't feel like I get sage either. And then there's a verbena, which verbena is kind of lemony. So you definitely get a sense of that. And then there's just some warmth to it. And I'm guessing that's coming from the musk. I don't know that the musk comes across as a stereotypical musk. It just adds like a sense of warmth. Like when I smell this, I'm actually convinced, like my brain is convinced that there's a cup of hot herbal tea next to me. So it really does feel like it warms my space. I absolutely love this. Now, I will say that Melanie over at Mr. Kong's mom, she's the one who recommended this to me. Pretty sure I also used her ambassador code for this order, although I think it only took off the shipping, the like insurance. Sorry, Melanie, it wasn't a bigger order. But she recommended this. She did say she recommended it to a friend and the friend was not that crazy about it. I'm guessing it's the lemon note in here. It can feel a little bit cleaner lemon. I personally really like it, and I think it's blended well with the other scent notes in here. But just something to be aware of. If you don't like lemon, like tea candles or lemon herbal candles, you might not like this one. But I loved it. I got it in the daylight. Actually, it's right here. Fell in love with it and had to have it in the 4-wick. So happy to have my first 4-wick and happy that it is the herbal tea fragrance. Okay, now I have 4 wax melts. I think these were like $1.25. They were so cheap. Does it say on here? It does not. I think they were $1.25. These were 75% off. And even if I don't like them, and even if they have horrible strength and throw, it was worth $1.25 to just try them. So happy to have taken advantage of this clearance / sale. First one I got is Mango Nectar. Now I will say in terms of wax melt size, this feels super tiny. It says it's 2.25 ounces, so maybe that's standard. It just feels small to me. Let me look up the scent notes on this because it's not on the container. All right, Mango Nectar. It's technically the country line. It's top notes of yuzu and apricot, mid notes of mango, green leaves, gardenia, and pineapple, and base notes of coconut, milk, vanilla, and musk. This just smells like a juicy tropical pineapple. And I get the mango. There's like the sweetness from the mango, the sharpness from the pineapple. Probably some of that sharp or brightness might be coming from the yuzu as well. And then the coconut, musk, and vanilla are really just acting to like round it out and warm it up. It feels like a classic Hawaiian tropics type of fragrance. It's pretty. It will go well with my July rotation, which I'm already planning. That has both mango and pineapple in it. That's going to just be a perfect complement. I also picked up Figi in the wax melts. This one has top notes of kiwi blossom, mandarin, and is it muguet? Muguet? I'm not sure how you say that word. Mid notes of Frankenpani, green, coconut, orchid, and pear. Base notes of amber, musk, pineapple nectar, and vanilla. There's some stuff in there. I don't even know what I'm going to be sniffing. This is interesting. This smells like a perfume I had as a kid. It reminds me, first of all, it smells nothing like I imagined it was going to smell. For some reason, I thought this was going to smell a little bit more like this, and it doesn't. It reminds me of, there was like this like dollar store. We had a dime store when I was a kid. Old school, right? Small town. And there were these little like blue bottles, like that big, heart-shaped with a little twisted, it almost looked like a rosebud cap. I have no idea what the brand is. I have no idea what the fragrance was. It was just some cheap perfume I had as a kid. This smells like that. It's very pleasant. I don't get this in my head when I smell this. I'm not thinking of a waterfall or like blue waters. This kind of just smells like I'm sitting next to a woman who's wearing some nice perfume. I'm okay with it, but not really what I was expecting. I don't know. That was unpredictable, y'all. I would say if you don't like perfume fragrances, you probably would not like that one. I also don't think it's all that tropical. Next is from the country line, Cotton Candy Clouds. This one has top notes of sugar and pink berry, mid notes of vanilla and sweet, and base notes of vanilla bean and spun sugar. It's very light on cold. It does smell like classic cotton candy. I feel like I'm getting like blue raspberry vibes with really sweet sugar. It's very light. Not only in terms of strength, but like the sweetness feels light to me. It doesn't feel cloying. It feels like almost like a marshmallowy sugar note. Yeah, that's really pretty. I don't know how well it's going to throw. I'm also a little put off by how discolored the plastic is on this one. You'll also notice, do you see? So this is the color of the wax. This is the color of the plastic. It has aged. I don't see a number on this, like a batch number, but my guess is this is at least a year or two old. Honestly, starting to feel like classic Kringle for me. Always getting the old stuff. The last one I picked up is the Blueberry French Toast. This has top notes of super blueberries, cassis and citrus rind, mid notes of harvest granola, brown sugar, and organic oats, and base notes of almond milk, vanilla extract, and cassia root. Grunty Boy is back, by the way, if you're hearing the grunting noises. That is my cat. Yeah, this one's also just starting to turn yellow. You can see the inside. It's also aged. I love this. It smells a lot like Goose Creek has a blueberry pancakes one. It reminds me of that. And it also reminds me just a little bit, it's not a dupe, not a one-for-one, but very close to Bath & Body Works Blueberry Pumpkin Patch. It's like the same blueberry note and feels kind of spicy, although there weren't really spice notes in this other than the granola. I suppose if granola has the spice in it. Yeah, that's beautiful. I have no complaints about the fragrance on that. It's edible. It's juicy blueberry. And then you get some rich warmth from what feels like a toasted cinnamon bread, aptly named French toast. I think this is going to be very pleasant, assuming it has strength and throw. So it looks like I got 2 older clams and 2 that are newer that don't have the discoloration. A little bit disappointed that I'm paying the same price for old wax as I am new, but hopefully they perform okay and it won't be an issue. All right, y'all, that is everything that I ordered. Got to the bottom of the box. Let me know, did I snag any of your favorites? Give me some insights into that Figi. Were you surprised when you first got it on how it smelled? What am I missing? Why couldn't I predict that fragrance? Could be with a couple of scent notes in there that I don't know what those are. Clue me in if you know. Help educate me. I always appreciate that. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That is always motivating for me. And if you want to see more hauls, I do them on a regular basis. Make sure that you are subscribed so that I show up in your YouTube feed. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.